Okay, guys, hopefully you've already got a rhythm. I'm going to just jump right in and tell you it's still Sunday morning for me. I'm going to go ahead and still jump right in. I am going to start sharing. The captions are already on. If you need them, go ahead and turn them on now. The purpose of this is to explain the assignment and to read the questions for those students that might need it. Do not hesitate to, again, post questions. If you have them, it will send me an email and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I'm certainly available all day during the school day. So don't hesitate to ask if you have a question. I will also be available in the evening time if that's when you can work on it. Just not past 9 o'clock at night if you can help me out, because I usually don't have my phone on after 9 o'clock at night. All right, so I won't hear the email chime after 9 o'clock. So let me go ahead and go to present. Again, I'm hoping that we are able to see my cursor. I've got it super big on my screen, so hopefully you'll be able to see it and you should be sharing now. I am in our classroom. Go to whichever block is your classroom. That's the only one that should be showing for math. I'm going to just go to block 1. And I'm going to go and look at the directions for Wednesday, March 25th. It says complete the assignment below. Click submit when you're finished. You are not able to make changes once you click the submit button. All right, we're still working in multiplication. So this won't be any surprise for you. We're still doing powers of 10 today. So this is just remembering how to do the powers of 10. If you don't remember for sure, go ahead and go back and do the video or review the 5 slides that we did on Tuesday. Enter your email address here. Remember that this is 27, last name, first name, middle initial, at gettingsisd.net. The first question, I'm going to be reading them for you. 45 6/10 times 1. Okay, so we're using powers of 10 again. Any number times itself should be that number. 45 6/10 times 10. What should that look like? Where should the decimal place be now? Next question, 45 6/10 times 100. Notice the number of zeros in the 100. Where should you be moving your decimal place? 45 6/10 times 1,000. Where should that go? In any of your answers, just understand that there are no commas used. If you're up in the thousands and higher, I did not use commas in the answers. All right, next question. 1 times 6,391. What is that going to look like? What is the answer for that? Next question is 1/10 times 6,391. Again, for those of you that are using a computer, you can do a split screen. You can have it reading, me reading to you in one screen, and then have a separate screen open up on the side where you can answer the questions at the same time. You can pause the video while you answer a question after I've read it. Unfortunately, that doesn't work as well when you're on a tablet or a phone. But certainly use some scratch paper, do it on some scratch paper, and then you can go in and you can fill it in the Google Classroom. Right, the next question is going to be 1/100th. We're into the decimals or fractions now, times 6,391. Remember, where is the decimal place here in 6,391? And then which direction are we going to move it? We're going to move to the left. If we're in 1/100ths, think about how many zeros are in 100, and that's how many times that you should be moving that decimal place. All right, the next set of questions, there's just 3 of them here, is find the value of n when n times $3.25 equals $325. Well, how many times did you move the decimal place? Well, from the answer, the decimal place is after the 5 now. And here it's before the 2. So how many times did I move it and in which direction? Well, I moved it 2 times to the right. Okay, so that means my answer is going to be 100. Because there's 2 zeros and 100, I moved my decimal place 2 times and I moved it to the right. That means I'm working in whole numbers, not in fractions. Okay, for the next question, sorry, my cursor keeps changing. It says find the value of n, where 1/10 times n equals 89 and 5/10. So here we have 1/10 times what number? Well, we know it has to be something that looks the same here, the same digits, 8, 9, and 5. But what is that number going to be? If we're in tenths, how many zeros are there? How many places does that mean that we're going to move? And if we're in decimals, you need to decide, are you moving the decimal point to the left or to the right for the answer? So from the answer, you kind of have to work backwards. Here, you have 89 and 5/10. Well, that's the answer. So what did we start with? If we take a number, 1/10, and we're moving a decimal place to the left, where is that going to be? Think about that, because this is what the answer is. What did we start with? Go ahead and think about it. All right, our last question. Find the value of n when 1,000 times n equals 630. What is the number that we started with? What's the number we started with? When you've finished with all of your answers, you need to click the submit button. And then you will be finished and I will be providing you with responses. And that should be all we need to do for Wednesday's topic. I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me know if you have any questions or how I can help.